Obama, let me ask you about motivating, inspiring, keeping your word. Nothing more important. Last year, you said if you were the nominee, you would opt for public financing in the general election of a campaign. Try to get some of the money out. You checked yes on a questionnaire. And now, Senator McCain has said, calling your bluff, let's do it. You seem to be waffling, saying, well, if we can work on an arrangement here. Why won't you keep your word in writing that you made to abide by public financing of the fall election?
Tim, I am not yet the nominee. And what I've said is that when I am the nominee, if I am the nominee, because we've still got a bunch of contests left and Senator Clinton's a pretty tough opponent. If I am the nominee, then I will sit down with John McCain and make sure that we have a system that is fair for both sides. Because, Tim, as you know, there are all sorts of ways of getting around these loopholes. Senator McCain is trying to explain some of the things that he has done so far where he accepted public financing money, but people aren't exactly clear whether all the T's were crossed and the I's were dotted. Now, what I want to point out, though, more broadly, is how we have approached this campaign. I said very early on I would not take PAC money. I would not take money from federal registered lobbyists. That was a multi-million-dollar decision, but it was the right thing to do. And the reason we were able to do that was because I had confidence that the American people, if they were motivated, would in fact finance the campaign. We have now raised 90% of our donations from small donors, $25, $50. Our average donation is $109. So we have built the kind of organization that is funded by the American people. If I am the nominee, then I will sit down with John McCain and make sure that we have a system that is fair for both sides.
Hi, this is Barack Obama. I have an important announcement, and I wanted all of you, the people who built this movement from the bottom up, to hear it first. We've made the decision not to participate in the public financing system for the general election. This means we'll be foregoing more than $80 million in public funds during the final months of this election. It's not an easy decision, especially because I support a robust system of public financing of elections. But the public financing of presidential elections, as it exists today, is broken. And we face opponents who become masters at gaming this broken system. John McCain's campaign and the Republican National Committee are fueled by contributions from Washington lobbyists and special interest PACs. And we've already seen that he's not going to stop the smears and attacks from his allies running so-called 527 groups, who will spend millions and millions of dollars in unlimited donations. From the very beginning of this campaign, I've asked my supporters to avoid that kind of unregulated activity and join us in building a new kind of politics. And you have. Instead of forcing us to rely on millions from Washington lobbyists and special interest PACs, you fueled this campaign with donations of $5, $10, $20, whatever you can afford. And because you did, we've built a grassroots movement of over 1.5 million Americans. We've won the Democratic nomination by relying on ordinary people coming together to achieve extraordinary things. You've already changed the way campaigns are funded, because you know that's the only way we can truly change how Washington works. And that's the path we will continue in this general election. I'm asking you to try to do something that's never been done before. Declare our independence from the broken system and run the type of campaign that reflects the grassroots values that have already changed our politics and brought us this far. If we don't stand together, the broken system we have now, a system where special interests drown out the voices of the American people, will continue to erode our politics and prevent the possibility of real change. That's why we must act. The stakes are higher than ever, and people are counting on us. Every American who is desperate for a fair economy and affordable health care, who wants to bring our troops back from Iraq, who hopes for a better education and future for his or her child, these people are relying on us, you and me. This is our moment, and our country is depending on us. So join me and declare your independence from this broken system, and let's build the first general election campaign that's truly funded by the American people. With this decision, this campaign is in your hands in a way no campaign has ever been before. Now's the time to act. Thank you so much.
that is exactly the goal and the aim of everybody who's interested in good government.
So you may opt out of public financing. You may break your word.
What I've said is, at the point where I'm the nominee, at the point where it's appropriate, I will sit down with John McCain and make sure that we have a system that works for everybody.
Please be advised that all communications on this channel are being recorded, and violations noted are being sent to the Federal Communications Commission for referral to the Department of Justice for possible criminal prosecution before the U.S. courts. Your immediate cessation of unauthorized radio traffic is urgently requested.